Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on March the 2nd, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of overall what's going on in the market, we have seen in terms of the stimulus bill in the US, $1.9 trillion stimulus bill, it got passed through the House and now it has gone to Senate. So Senate, it will have to they'll have to get the support from the Republicans in order to pass it in the Senate. One of the big sticking points was the wage increase to $15, per hour, and Republicans didn't quite agree with that. So it looks like there has been some sort of an agreement, or at least backtracking by the Democrats, and they're willing to accept a lower wage level, so not quite jumping to $15 from $7.50 an hour. So that's a good thing, which means that the chances of stimulus bill passing through the Senate have gone up. So we'll have to see how that plays out this week. So keep an eye on the stock market. We are likely to see more positive. So if the bill does pass, we're likely to see more positivity in the stock market. So we're likely to see the stock market go up, which will be good. So we'll keep an eye on that. Other than that, we saw good PMI numbers out of the US, which in turn was good for the US dollar. And then coming up here, we do have Reserve Bank of Australia rate statement. Cash rate, not really expecting anything to change there. And coming up on Tuesday, not a whole lot in terms of important data here. We do have GDP numbers from Canada, and we have yearly CPI flash estimate, as well as GDP numbers for the quarter from Australia. So those are the only things to keep in mind here. So let's go on to the charts now. All right, starting off with euro dollar. Euro dropped here yesterday and it's continuing on. Now the concern would be we are into important support resistance level. So as we can see, this is where price has struggled previously. Last time it was here, price bounced off, went all the way to the top of the range, and now we are back again here. So this is the wider range that price has been trading in. So if you were to remove that. So overall, price has been stuck within this wider range. So this is the overall range. And then we have a shorter range right in here where price has been stuck for over 2 weeks. So in order for this to continue towards the bottom here, we need to see a break through this and a continuation lower. So right now, bias is bearish, but I would be concerned about the support level. If it doesn't go through 1.2020, we're looking for a move back up and back into the middle of the range. So right now, bias is bearish with caution though. Next target is 1.1950. But if it doesn't go through, we're looking at 1.2100 again. So bias right now is bearish with caution. Pound dollar here, pound as well, price went and retested the support resistance level here, and it has bounced back down. So bias is bearish here as well. Again, we have to be careful with this 1.3880 level, because if it doesn't go through here, we are likely to see a bounce. So we could see something like this. So keep that in mind, but bias is bearish. Next target is 1.3820, and then below that 1.3770. So bias bearish for pound dollar. Aussie dollar here, this one did bounce up. We did have that big sell-off, and as the stock market has gone up, Aussie has gone up as well, but this is still neutral here. It's not a strong bullish candle yet. Price is into support resistance level. So here, if the price is not able to go through this resistance at 0.7785, then we're looking for a continuation move lower, continuation from here. So right now, neutral bias, as long as it holds below 0.7785, we're looking for a drop here. So first target is 0.7690, and then below that, should it continue, we're looking at 0.7650, so neutral bias. But should it go through, then we have this whole entire move here, which was an inefficient move. So in this case, price could go all the way into the top here. So right now we'll have to just keep an eye on 0.7785, neutral bias for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar here, this one looks neutral to bearish here. We did have that pullback, so looking for a continuation to the downside. That's the type of move I am looking for. But again, here we need to make sure that price holds below 0.7275. If it doesn't hold, then this move gets filled here. This inefficient candle will get filled. So that's the only caution here, but bias is bearish. And we need to see a breakthrough 0.7220 for this to continue. So bearish bias, neutral to bearish bias here. Target is 0.7170 for New Zealand dollar. Dollar CAD here, this one went all the way into our resistance here, and now we are seeing a bounce off of that level. So with this one, we do have a bearish candle close. So with this one, bias is neutral to bearish, and we could get something like this. We can see this move that was up, this up move could get undone. So at this point, neutral bias, something to keep in mind here would be the support resistance at 1.2620. If it holds above this level, it can go back to test the highs once again. So right now, neutral to bearish bias here for dollar CAD. All right, let's take a look at our commodities now, starting off with silver. Silver looking bearish here. Now, as we can see, price has been trading in a range. So it was stuck in this range for quite some time. Now it dropped through, did a retest of the previous support resistance level here, and it has held. So this is bearish, but it's already into the first target here. This is where we do need to be careful. If it doesn't go through, it can go back into the range. So first target is already done. So the next level thereafter would be 25.50. But again, because this is an important support resistance level, we have to see a drop through this one in order to see the next target here at 25.50. So bearish bias for silver. Gold here, gold looking bearish. It's already at our target that we had looked at previously at 1725 and still looking bearish. Now it is coming into support at 1705. And then below that, we're looking at 1681. So quite a drop here. Price basically broke through the support, and we are seeing continuation now. So bearish bias for gold. Oil here, oil also dropping today. We are already into so we had a nice evening star formation here. Price did a back test, nice back test here, and we have seen a drop right into the support here. And next level is 58.50. Now keep an eye on this though. We are into support. We're coming into some major support here. So this is where price basically turned around and went higher. So bias is bearish, target is 58.50. But then if it drops through that, next target is 57.20. So looks like the commodities here looking bearish for the time being, but just watch out for 59.30 level. We do need to see a break through that for a continuation move lower. So bearish bias for oil. Copper here also looking bearish here, and in this case, all right, so here we are. It's coming into support, so we do need to see a break through that support for it to continue. But once it continues through the 4.00 level, there's really no activity. There was an inefficient move, so it could drop all the way into 3.92. So that's something to be mindful of. So bias is bearish, 4.00 is the target here. And below that 3.92, but this is where we have the support resistance level, so we have to be careful here, but bias is bearish here for copper. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin did bounce up here, but it is not looking that strong for right now. We'll have to see. This one could drop here as well. So question is, can it get through this 50,500 or 600 level? And right now, it doesn't look like it has enough momentum in it. So we could see a drop like that. And if it goes through here, then basically we are looking for a move back into this 38,000 level. So right now, looking neutral, and once it holds below this 50,600 level, basically looking for a drop. So neutral bias for Bitcoin. All right, S&P 500. This one has been back and forth. So this is the range it has established here. So today's candle close is bullish. Now, if we get positive comments for the stimulus package, this is going to give it more of a momentum to the upside here. So first target is 39.35, back into the high here. And should it get through that, we'll be targeting all the way into the highs, 39.60. So bias here is bullish. Nasdaq here looking quite bullish here as well. So next target here, once it gets through, would be 13,460, and above that we are looking at 13,600. Now keep in mind it is into resistance, but it does have that positive momentum because of the stimulus bill. So any kind of positive comments or positive positive news about stimulus package getting passed, then we are essentially looking for a move higher towards 13,600. So bullish bias for now. But if it gets stuck here, then we are back down again. So this is the range it has established, and it could come back into the range here. So bullish bias for now, just with caution. And then we have Dow Jones here. This one's looking bullish as well. Next target here is 32,000. Again, the only concern here would be this 31,660 level. If it doesn't go through, we're looking for a drop back down. So for now, bias is neutral to bullish. Next target is 32,000 with caution. DAX here, DAX is back again into the range. Next target here is 14,150. But again, keep in mind price is into resistance here. If it doesn't go through, we're looking for a move back into the range. Over the last few days, it's just been choppy back and forth. That hasn't really made any kind of real progress. But once it goes through resistance, we're looking for 14,150. FTSE here, FTSE also back overall. All the stock markets are looking bullish at the moment. So all this positive sentiment around the stimulus. This one, next target is 6,700, but this is what we need to keep in mind. If it doesn't go through 66.35, this one could turn around. And then Nikkei here, Nikkei is not looking that great. We do have a bullish candle close, but looks like it's turning around from this 30,000 level. So we could see a drop back towards the support. 29,150 is the target here. So bearish bias for Nikkei. All right, so that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.